Apple has been branding products as SE for quite some time now, and the first product, the iPhone SE, really set the tone for how an SE product should be done. It should be fast, it should be low cost, come with necessary features, and make most cost-cutting measures in appropriate areas. That was until I feel like we saw some lackluster iPhone SE updates that really lost the messaging of what made the original iPhone SE so great. But there is one product that I think is carrying on the legacy of the SE naming scheme, and it's not an iPhone at all. It's the Apple Watch SE, and 6 months after being released, this thing is the new gold standard for how a budget Apple product should be done. So I want to tell you why this should be the first Apple Watch you look at, what the benefits of owning an Apple Watch are, its strengths, its weaknesses, and of course how I use it. Now, the Apple Watch lineup in 2023 does offer a lot of variety. You have the Apple Watch Series 8, which occupies the middle of the lineup, and you also have more premium casing options, you can get cellular options, and when you start pricing out an Apple Watch, you can make it cost almost as much as a flagship iPhone. And then on top of that, you have an entirely new category of Apple Watch, the Apple Watch Ultra. This Apple Watch is bigger, bolder, bulkier, but it does offer a lot of features of the Series 8 with double the battery life and impressive durability. Now, the SE doesn't seem like the exciting choice in this lineup, but it's a sleeper build. The one thing the SE gets right after using it for a prolonged period of time is that even at the lowest price point, it has all the power of the Series 8 and the Apple Watch Ultra, because importantly, every Apple Watch in this lineup comes with the same system in a package, or the same chip, the S8 chip. And as a reviewer, I have to constantly switch back and forth between different devices, and it's always hard to go back to a device that is limited in speed or capabilities. But the SE, at least for speed, it really doesn't have this problem. It feels just as fast and snappy as any of the other Apple Watches. The user interface is quick and responsive, and you can be sure you're going to get the same number of watchOS updates, making it an amazing value. And unlike a lot of the other cheaper Apple product lineups, the Apple Watch SE doesn't skimp out on specs too. Apple has packed in the same 32 gigabytes of storage into the Apple Watch SE as it does for its other Apple Watches, so you can download a lot of apps onto this device, as well as storing music, podcasts, audiobooks, or whatever you want to store on the watch for local playback with Bluetooth headphones. Now, the real differences are kind of easy to ignore. Design-wise, it has a slightly smaller 44mm or 40mm display compared to the 45 and 41mm displays offered on the Series 8. Looks-wise, it's almost imperceptible to those watches with the screen turned off, but what I will say is a big disadvantage is not having the native keyboard on the SE. That for some reason is tied to that bigger display, and it does come in handy, and the lack of an always-on display can take some getting used to if you've ever owned an Apple Watch with one. Still, I think it otherwise holds up fine. The display itself is just as good, right? It's like an OLED display, still gets plenty bright, has a bunch of watch faces to customize to your liking. The one I use on my Apple Watch SE the most is the modular watch face, and this allows me to put a lot of useful complications on the screen. So for my setup in the top right, I have the date. For the top left, I put the analog seconds hand because I think it looks cooler than the digital seconds hand. And in the middle, I either use the weather, or recently I've been using a new app called Lumi for spring and summer hours, so I can know exactly what time golden hour is and when the sun is going to be setting. On the bottom, I have weather and my workout complication, and of course, my activity rings so I can see how much progress I'm making throughout the day. That's probably the most important complication to me. And that's pretty much why I wear an Apple Watch every single day. It doesn't matter if it's an Apple Watch SE, a Series 8, or an Ultra. I'm leaving the house with an Apple Watch strapped on because it is so important to me as an activity tracker. And while you may think that the cheaper Apple Watch would miss out on way too many health features for me to personally consider, that couldn't be further from the truth, as the SE has the most important health features packed into it. The most important health sensor, by far, is the heart rate monitor, which can not only alert you to high and low heart rate complications, but also serves as an accurate tool for calorie burning estimations. This tool is essential in my daily life as I keep really good record of the total active calories I burn throughout the day, and can also get a good idea of my basic metabolic rate for total calories burned. This, combined with quick logging of food items into apps like MyFitnessPal, ensure that my diet and macros are on track for my daily workout programs, which currently is really focused on building muscle and reducing fat. I mean, we could all, reducing fat is nice, always look skinnier, look better. Now, the Apple Watch SE has a huge list of workouts available to give you an accurate representation of how many calories you've burned. My most frequent workouts that I use with my Apple Watch are walking, running, weightlifting, and the most cruel workout of them all, the stair stepper. Now, the heart rate monitor is also helpful for letting me know when my heart rate has dropped below 100 beats per minute between sets, so I can know when I'm properly recovered to tackle the next set. Now, yes, the SE is missing health sensors. It doesn't have the built-in electrocardiogram, it doesn't have a blood oxygen sensor, and it doesn't have the new body temperature sensor that launched with the Series 8 and Apple Watch Ultra. However, I've said it once, you can go back and check the record, and I'll say it again, as many times as I need to for the people that need to listen. Most people do not need these health sensors. Most people don't need to take an ECG on their wrist every day. Most people don't need accurate blood oxygen readings 24/7. And even less people are going to need the body temperature sensor. That really only works when you're using it for sleep tracking and really is only currently meant for women's health tracking, meaning like half the population can't even use it. Now, I'm not saying these sensors are useless or that some users shouldn't opt for the more expensive Series 8 to get them, but chances are, thankfully, for most individuals, you will not need these health sensors. And that has certainly been my experience for using various Apple Watches for the past 8 years. I have yet to need these other health sensors because I'm the pinnacle of human health and fitness. And I'm the peak human and I don't need these health sensors, okay? Just accept that. But in all seriousness, right? Like you probably don't need these health sensors if you are healthy, if you don't have a heart rate condition, if you don't have something that is impeding your blood oxygen reading. There's nothing wrong if you do need them, and thankfully these tools are available. It stinks that it costs more, but most people just need the basic features, and that's what the Apple Watch SE has. The Apple Watch SE is probably going to meet the demands of what you need it to do most. It is an excellent smartwatch, and sure, it is missing some features, and yeah, it has a slightly older design, but for $250, it is packed in at an excellent price point and comes packed with the most important features for a smartwatch owner. The most complimentary thing I can say about the Apple Watch SE is the fact that I can switch between this, and I do, with my Apple Watch Ultra. That's an $800 smartwatch. That's the top in the Apple Watch lineup. And I'm still completely satisfied with the user experience on the SE. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much, except probably like the unkillable battery life of the Apple Watch Ultra, which I think is probably its best feature. But between this and the Series 8, it really feels like I'm not missing out on much. And the SE still gets me through a day of usage pretty easily with its battery life, and it's even easier to manage power now with these watchOS updates with the low power mode and even the workout battery reduction mode. So you can really make your SE, if you really manage the battery, probably last for 2 to 3 days on a single charge. It's why I think the Apple Watch SE is the easiest smartwatch to recommend. It really does set the tone of what an SE product should be. It's great not only for first-time Apple Watch buyers, but great for anyone who's looking to replace a Series 3 or older, and I still think that's 6 months later. But what about you? What do you think? What do you think about the Apple Watch SE 6 months later? Let me know about it in the comments below. Have you purchased an Apple Watch SE? How are you liking it? Or after watching this video, did you decide to actually go out and buy one? And if you do want to go buy one, of course, there's affiliate links in the description below. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel to see more, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.